money. God doesn't have a money problem. God has a people problem. God calls you to do small acts of service, daily service, using whatever you have. Open your eyes and what you have, share. Pray in the morning. Lord, would you give me opportunities to share today? I give you an example. You remember I told you me going to the vet and praying that God would give me an opportunity? When you pray that prayer, God is going to answer. And the vet says, hey, we know you go to church, tell us in what you believe, and And I told them, what about second coming? What about the state of the dead? What about pets in heaven? What about? And every time I go, I have to preach. Well. I was supposed to go Thursday to the vet, and they called and I had to reschedule it for Friday. And I go Friday, and the lady, the doctor that is there doesn't work Friday. And I said, well, she's not there. I don't have to share today. But I did pray, Lord, if you still want me to share with somebody else, help me do that. But nothing happens by chance. They canceled for a reason. When I get there, the owner of the practice, and I'm not going to give you the name, the owner of the practice comes and says, I hear everybody in this practice, all the nurses, everybody, all the secretaries, all the girls, they talk about you sharing with them. And you gave them books, and you know what? How can you do that in my practice without me knowing it? I said, man, I'm in trouble. And I pray in my mind, and he says, you need to tell me too! I said, oh, okay. I said, you know, it happens that I have with me some books and I want to read them. Tell me what you believe. Tell me why you believe. Tell me, and we talked about prayer, and we talked about second coming, and we talked about the 10 Commandments, and I was like, man, I don't want to preach to you. He says, I asked you, keep saying it. And he stood on that steel table that he put the pet on, he lowered it down, stood on it, and we talked for 2 hours. And I said, man, it's Friday, I need to prepare my sermon, I need to get ready for Sabbath. And he kept asking, and we talked and talked and talked. And now I know why they rescheduled it for Friday instead of Thursday, because the owner had to know about it. And then he said, would you bring me some DVDs? I want to listen. So I talked to Jim, I said, I need the 10 Commandments and the prayer series. And I'm going to bring it to them. And then he tells me, we lost a child. And my wife is so eager to learn more about prayer. I can hardly wait to share with her at home. Folks, you just pray and say, God, use me, and then watch it. Chandra, I'm sorry, we don't have time, but tell me, are you sharing at work with some people, inviting them over? Is it difficult? Did they kill you? You are still alive? But you are shy, you don't like to talk, do you? Anybody can share anywhere. You don't have to be a pastor. You can share whatever you have. Small acts of service. Pay a meal for somebody. You're not going to get broke. Pay a meal for somebody. You see somebody in line, let them ahead of you. Do acts of service in a selfish world. Do acts. Use the blessings that God gave you. You are blessed. Use whatever blessings God gave you. God didn't give you blessings for you. God gave you blessings that you share. Use what you have, and God is going to multiply. And then you can gain their friendship, and then you can say, follow me. Go to the lost sheep of Israel and tell them, the kingdom is at hand. Heal the sick, cleanse the lepers, raise the dead, cast demons. Freely you have received, freely give. God calls you to serve, to be a blessing. Open your eyes, pray for them, and God will open opportunities for you.